Hello YouTube! Today we're going back to New York to fix New York Rangers. As a new GM, I'm releasing everyone from the team and I will start from scratch. Last time New York Rangers won a Stanley Cup was 1994 and they did it with Mark Messier as a captain. Mark Messier will not only be the captain of the team, he will also be a GM. For the first season, he signed the lowest overalls in free agency possible. Because it's New York and we have a lot of money, every single season we will not win the Stanley Cup, we will spin the wheel. Any team coming up on this wheel will be able to go and steal their best player and add it to the New York Rangers squad. To make it more fun, we are actually replacing original New York Rangers 93 overall team in Metropolitan Division with our new New York Rangers team, who is only 46 overall. In our first season, already as predicted, we ended in the last place in Metropolitan Division, 19-5 and 68. We also ended in the last place in the entire league. Mark is leading the team with 69 points, I don't know why I'm laughing. Edgar Skuda with 36. Zach Hall with 30. I don't even know who are these players except Edgar Skuda because he's Latvian. First season, we didn't did anything, so let's spin the wheel and hopefully we get a good team so we can steal their best player. So we'll be signing Elias Pettersson from Vancouver Canucks to New York Rangers and he's there to stay. New York Rangers are now 49 overall, so we are just going into our season 2. And in Season 2, we once again are in last place in the Metropolitan Division. We did a little bit better than the season before, 21-9 and 70. We are also in the last place in the entire league. Mark Messier, 88 points, 27 goals and 61 assists. Elias Pettersson with 83 points, 28 goals and 55 assists. Let's just for fun have a look on the goaltenders. My starting goaltender and a backup goaltender, I don't even know what the difference is because the goals against average are pretty much the same. My backup is doing a little bit worse when my starter is also having 4.9 goals against average. We really need to go and steal a goaltender. Let's go and spin the wheel to see who are we adding to the New York Rangers squad for Season 3. I think we will go with Miro Heiskanen because our defense is really bad, so let's go and add him to the New York Rangers squad. Before we go into the Season 3, New York Rangers are already 53 overall team. Once again, we are in the last place in Metropolitan Division with 19 points, 770 and 5. And we are also in the last place in the entire league. I really cannot wait when we will actually have some solid players in our lineup to get a little bit above maybe at least Ottawa Senators and Chicago Blackhawks. Obviously, our three guys are leading the team in points. Messier with 81, Pettersson with 78 and Heiskanen with 66. We have players in our team with minus 89. I don't really know if these Rangers teams can be saved, but let's go and spin the wheel to see who can we add to this team. Okay, let me call St. Louis Blues GM and actually get their best player to the New York Rangers tomorrow. And straight from St. Louis Blues, Jordan Kyrou is joining the New York Rangers. He'll be playing in the same first line with Messier and Pettersson. Before Season 4, New York Rangers are already 55 overall. I actually think we are getting worse, not than better. We again are in the last place in the Metropolitan Division with 27 points, 11, 66 and 5. Not a surprise that we are also in the last place in the entire league again. If we check the squad, then we can see Elias Pettersson is stepping up, 28 goals, 48 assists. Messier is still quite performing, even considering his age already. I'm not quite sure why he says that his age is 28, because his age is not 28. But okay, that's EA and everything is possible here. Kyrou, doing great, but I think he needs some more help. Let's go and spin the wheel to see who are we adding to the Rangers squad. Maybe we can actually think about getting a goaltender. Okay, the team I was not expecting, Montreal Canadiens. I don't really think there is anything we can take from Montreal Canadiens, so maybe we'll go and take the goaltender. We could take Suzuki, but I think there are other players I would like to add in my offense instead of Suzuki. Instead of that, we will go and take a goaltender from Montreal Canadiens because there is no one else we actually need at this point. Samuel Montembeault, whatever your surname is, apologies in advance, you are joining New York Rangers. Season 5 and we are 60 overall. We are not ending this video until we actually fix the Rangers. We are doing better. We already have 47 points, 18, 53 and 11. We are still in the last place in Metropolitan Division and in the last place in the entire league. Our guys are really trying hard, but I think, first of all, one of them is quite old already. Pettersson is doing his best, but he needs some help. Same about the Heiskanen and Kyrou. If we check the goaltenders, then Samuel is actually not doing bad considering with the guys in front of him. 90% save percentage. 3.5 goals against average. Could be better. I think we need to improve our defense now. Let's go and spin the wheel and see if we can maybe add any defenseman. Hopefully, maybe Makar. all the teams, they really couldn't give me anyone else than Chicago Blackhawks. Connor Bedard is not in their team yet, and even if he was, I probably would not take him because his overall is quite low in the game currently. Instead of that, we will take the guy with the worst contract in NHL. Seth Jones, I really need some help in the defense. You're not the best defenseman in the league, but I will take anyone I can from Chicago Blackhawks. So Seth Jones is joining the New York Rangers, but believe me, you will not be paid anywhere near to the money you're being paid in Chicago Blackhawks. Before season 6, we are already 64 overall. I think Commissioner may ask New York Rangers to leave the league. We are embarrassment. We are still in the last place in Metropole Division with 37 points, 16, 61 and 5. And there are also no change to entire league. We are still in the last place there as well. It's really nice to see that the guys are stepping up. Elias Pettersson with 99 points, 45 goals and 54 assists. Semapo Jordan Cairo, 86 points, 29 goals and 57 assists. Messier is letting the young guys to actually lead the team because he is just stepping up and being more as a GM now than an actual player. Heiskanen is also doing great. Even Seth Jones is scoring something, maybe because he finally realized and he have to work for the money he's being paid. The goaltender is still trying, but he needs some defense in front of him to actually be able to perform. And also, let's be honest, this is not the best goaltender in the league, so as soon as we'll be able to replace him, he probably will be replaced. Or actually, Mario Colina will be replaced and Samuel will just become a backup. Let's go and spin the wheel to see who else can we add to this New York Rangers squad. Okay, there will be some choices we will need to make. Vegas Golden Knight, there is a lot of good players. Let's go and see who would be the best fit in New York Rangers. There was a lot of good players in Vegas Golden Knights organization. We could add Mark Stone, Jack Eichel, but we really need that defense. And I think Alex Pietrangelo is one of the best defensemen currently in the league. So let's sign him to the New York Rangers. We're going into the season 7 with 68 overall team. Okay, Rangers finally had a solid season. I know we're still in the last place in Metropolitan Division, but we have 55 points, 25 and 52 and 5. And for the first time ever, we are not in the last place in the entire league. Chicago Blackhawks also have 55 points, but they only have 24 wins. So, you see, my awful squad is still better than Chicago Blackhawks. If you look at the players, then Messier, Pettersson, Cairo, Heiskanen, Jones, Pietrangelo are actually doing solid. Now, let's spin the wheel and see who can we add in our offense because we really need to start scoring those goals. Okay, this will be fun. So we are going back to the original New York Rangers squad and taking their best player. Not that this team exists anymore, but we still remember who was in the team, so we will go and probably steal Panarin from them. I will go and take Panarin back to the New York Rangers organization because I still think he has that potential. He just needs different people around him. We are getting closer to that Chicago Blackhawks overall. We are already 71. And we are still in the last place in Metropolitan Division with 51 points, 22, 53 and 7. I really would like to be a little bit above New Jersey Devils and Columbus Blue Jackets because I think we can do it. So few more seasons and we'll be there. As soon as we added Artemi Panarin, we are back in the last place in the entire league. We made a mistake and we should never re-sign that guy again. I know people like him. He's bringing New York a lot of money and we don't really need that. Like, we have all the money we want, so probably we just need to replace him with someone. Let's go and spin the wheel and see who else we can add to this team. Maybe someone who can be in the same lineup with him and he can actually score some goals. From all the teams out there, we have to go and steal best player in Winnipeg Jets. I think we will go and take their goaltender because I don't think there is anyone else worth actually taking. And Connor Hellebuck is joining the New York Rangers. We are going into the season 9, so he should step up and actually help us to win some games. For season 9, we will be 76 overall team. I was expecting as soon as we will add a good goaltender as a Hellebuck, we will start winning more games. We are still in the last place in Metropolitan Division, 76 points, 33, 39 and 10. But for a change, we are not in the last place in the entire league. Below us are San Jose Sharks, Montreal Canadiens and Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo Sabres were doing really bad. San Jose Sharks, Montreal Canadiens and Buffalo Sabres are much better than New York Rangers in the state we are now. So I'm quite impressed with the performance we are putting on. Panarin is finally doing something. 42 goals, 46 assists, 88 points in total. Messier is also leading the team with 91 points. Pettersson with 65. I think he needs to go on the wing because I'm playing him in a center where I don't think he feels very comfortable. Cairo, quite bad performance as well considering he's in the first line. Let's spin the wheel and see who are we adding next. Why I cannot just get Oilers, Maple Leafs, Capitals, Pittsburgh Penguins, or any solid team? Let's go and check Philly's franchise and see who can we steal from there. We will take Sean Couturier because he can play solid on the center, so I think him and Pettersson in the same line could actually create some momentum. We are very unfortunate with the teams on the wheel. Season 10 and we are only 78 overall. I know it's not bad, but it's also not where I was expecting us to be. I was actually expecting by season 10 us already winning a Stanley Cup. So let's go into the season 10 and see maybe we can perform better, and let's spin the wheel again to see who can we add for season 11. Okay, finally we are starting to make some difference. In season 10, New York Rangers ended in the 6th place in the Metropolitan Division. It's 83 points, 37, 36, and 9. If we check the entire league, we ended in the 22nd place as well. Columbus Blue Jackets, Buffalo Sabres, San Jose Sharks, Seattle Kraken, Los Angeles Kings, Minnesota Wild, Chicago Blackhawks, Arizona Coyotes, and Montreal Canadiens and Philadelphia Flyers are below us, probably because we're just taking the players away from them. If we check the team, after the season 10, Panarin is leading the team with 83 points, 33 goals, 50 assists. Messier with 71 points, 20 goals and 51 assists. Pettersson with 64, Cairo with 59, Heiskanen with 56, Couturier with 55, Pietrangelo with 51. Actually, the guys are doing quite good, but I think there is some chemistry missing. So let's spin the wheel and see who can we add to the team. Okay guys, I don't think we will ever end this video because with all the teams on the wheel, I'm getting the worst ones. Let's go and see who can we steal from San Jose Sharks for season 11. Before Erik Karlsson decides to sign with any other team, we will go and offer him a contract he cannot say no. So Erik Karlsson is joining the New York Rangers for season 11. Okay, we finally have the same overall as Chicago Blackhawks. Let's go into the season 11 and let's see what Erik Karlsson can bring to New York Rangers. Okay, I don't really know what we are doing wrong. The more players we are adding to this team, the worse this team is becoming. We are again in the last place in Metropolitan Division, 78 points, 35, 39, and 8. We are in the 28th place in the entire league. Seattle Kraken, Arizona Coyotes, Buffalo Sabres, Chicago Blackhawks are below us. Panarin is really trying to prove the point that he deserves to be in the Rangers organization. Same about obviously Messier. He's a GM, he's the captain, he's the head coach. He's all people in one. Even he cannot do anything with this team with all the money in the world. Pettersson is not performing. Maybe we actually need to put him in the center because I'm playing him on the wing. Jordan Kyrou is also not doing anything. I was expecting a little bit more for 88 overall player. It's been a minute from the last time we actually look at our goaltenders and their performance. 90% save percentage is really poor for Connor Hellebuyck. Same about 2.9% goals against average. Like pretty much the same as like our backup. Maybe we need to think about another goalie. So again, let's go and spin the wheel and maybe for season 12 we can add some superstars because so far we are just adding some real mid-average players. Okay, and once again, we will not be getting Connor McDavid or Aston Matthews or Sidney Crosby or Alexander Ovechkin. Let's go to the Nashville Predators franchise and see who can we take for season 12. We could take Matt Duchene or we could take even Forsberg, but because we have all the money in the world, we will go and take Roman Josi. I know my defense is already stacked, but I just think that this game is so broken that I need more defense to actually stop letting those goals in. For season 12, we are already 84 overall team. And in the first time in season 12, New York Rangers are going into the playoffs. 98 points, 47, 31, and 4. We also are in the 9th place in the entire league. I don't know exactly what Josi brought to this team, but he's making changes and he's here to stay. Panarin is still leading the team with 82 points, 29 goals and 53 assists. It's pretty much what he was doing in the Rangers before. He was creating moments instead of actually scoring himself. Messier with 78 points. I think he's getting really tired and really old because I was expecting a little bit more from our captain. Pettersson with 72 points. He's playing better in the center than on the wing, so I think he's also there to stay. Cairo with 56. I'm really disappointed with Cairo. We may actually go and change him with someone else. In the first round, we'll be facing Tampa Bay Lightning. We tried our best, but unfortunately in the 6-game series, Tampa Bay Lightning is moving to the second round while we need to go and spin the wheel again to see who can we add for season 13. Okay, I'm giving up. I don't know what is wrong with this wheel. Now we will go and take Nick Suzuki because there's really no one else from Montreal Canadiens we need or we could take. There's really no one we need, but okay, we need to take their best player. So Suzuki is joining the New York Rangers for season 13. Okay, season 13. I think this should be the lucky season. We are 87 overall team at this point. The overall is much higher than a lot of teams around me. So let's jump into the regular season and see maybe we can get in the playoffs again. The Rangers will never win a Stanley Cup. If you're a Rangers fan, I really feel sorry for you, but even Mark Messier and all the money in the world cannot really save this franchise. We ended in the 6th place in Metropolitan Division and in the 21st place in entire league. 86 points, 39, 35 and 8. Not a bad performance, but not good enough to actually be in the playoff spot. Our new addition to the team, Nick Suzuki, 48 points, 18 goals and 13 assists. Why is my team not scoring? Everyone is just having all these assists, so who is actually scoring? Panarin had 39 goals, 85 points in total. Messier had 28 goals. Cairo have 20 goals. Like, how do we win the games? Let's spin the wheel one more time for season 14 and hopefully we can add some superstars. Finally, Connor McDavid will be joining New York Rangers. Okay, season 14, 89 overall New York Rangers team. If McDavid cannot save this franchise with Messier on the side, I don't think anyone can. I absolutely hate Metropolitan Division. We were so close to that playoff spot, but New Jersey Devils apparently are much better than New York Rangers with McDavid, Panarin and all the other players. We ended in the 5th place in Metropolitan Division with 91 points, 42, 33 and 7. In the entire league, we ended in the 18th position. You can see Connor McDavid is now a New York Rangers, 101 points. This guy is just unstoppable. If you compare him and Panarin with 77 points while Connor McDavid is scoring 53 goals and Panarin only 20. Once again, we are not ending this video until New York Rangers are winning the Stanley Cup. So let's spin the wheel and maybe we can get Ovechkin, Crosby or someone else in this team. Okay, there are a few players in Detroit I would like to see in New York Rangers organization. So let's go and see their lineup and who can we take. Okay, from all the players, we'll be going with Dylan Larkin. I know Moritz Seider was also a good choice, but our defense is pretty solid. So hopefully Dylan Larkin will be able to bring that spark in this team so we can actually make the playoffs. Okay, with the new addition to this team, we are now 91 overall. In the season 15, we didn't make the playoffs. Connor McDavid was leading the team with 93 points, 53 goals and 40 assists. So let's go and spin the wheel to see who can we add for another season because we really need to start stepping up. This is just like not acceptable. Okay, and once again we are going to Detroit and this time we will grab that Moritz Seider. Okay, we are now 93 overall team, same as the previous New York Rangers team. So let's go do some changes to the lineups and jump into the next season because hopefully this season will be the last. 94 overall New York Rangers team is finally performing, 104 points, 46, 24 and 12. In the 1st place in Metropolitan Division and in the 4th place in the entire league. Connor McDavid is leading the team with 99 points, 44 goals, 55 assists. Panarin with 85, 26 goals and 59 assists. Messier with 75, Pedersen with 66, Carlson with 62. Carlson is just like pretty much like scoring goals instead of actually playing defenseman. Josi, Cairo, Suzuki. Yeah? So let's jump into the playoffs and see who are we facing in the 1st round. Okay, this is fun. We are facing Ottawa Senators. Okay, in the 6-game series, we are moving to the 2nd round. Mark was leading our team in playoffs with 7 points, 2 goals and 5 assists. In the 2nd round, we will be facing Phillies. What a matchup. Okay, Rangers are going to the conference finals and we will be facing Toronto Maple Leafs. Mark is still leading the team in the playoffs with 14 points, 4 goals and 10 assists. Okay, this Rangers team is now unstoppable. We are going to the finals and we'll be facing Calgary Flames. Artemi Panarin is now leading the team in the playoffs with 16 points, 9 goals and 7 assists. It's actually nice to see that he's finally starting to score some goals. We lost in the finals, so Calgary Flames are your Stanley Cup champions. Panarin have 22 points in 23 playoff games, 12 goals and 10 assists. Let's spin the wheel one more time and hopefully the last. Okay, we are going to the Chicago Blackhawks once again, and I don't know who can we actually take from there. Probably we'll go and take Jonathan Toews because there is no one really else we could take who can actually help our team. Okay, hopefully this is our last season before we win the Stanley Cup. We are 94 overall now. Okay, Rangers are leading Metropolitan Division with 112 points. This is the best season so far we had. We're in the second place in the entire league as well. Above us are only Colorado Avalanche. Connor McDavid really enjoys to be in the New York, 111 points, 67 goals and 44 assists. Panarin with 100 points. I don't think I ever even remember him having 100 points. 29 goals and 71 assists. Messier with 71, Pedersen with 68. This game is very realistic. In the first round, we are facing Columbus Blue Jackets. In the 7-game series, we are advancing to the second round. Connor McDavid is leading the team in the playoffs with 10 points, 4 goals and 6 assists. In the second round, we'll be facing Washington Capitals and Ovechkin. We are advancing to the conference finals. I accidentally already simulated one game, so we actually have that lead against the Buffalo Sabres. Connor McDavid is leading the team still in the playoffs with 17 points, 7 goals and 10 assists. And we are going to the finals. And in finals, we'll be facing Anaheim Ducks. I don't know exactly how much money did Anaheim Ducks spend because I have all the money. I don't know from where they are getting all these players. Or maybe they just have incredible talent. So let's jump into the final and hopefully, finally, we can win that Stanley Cup. And New York Rangers are your Stanley Cup champions. It took us 16 seasons to fully rebuild this team. We had all the money in the world. We went and stole the best players in the entire league, according to the wheel. And now we finally can lift that Stanley Cup. Connor McDavid, as always, is the best player in the league. Conn Smythe winner. Not really surprised. As soon as he joined New York Rangers, he was just phenomenal and he made a huge difference. I actually like his play of beer too. This was a quite long video. It took us 16 seasons to save New York Rangers and finally lift that Stanley Cup, but we finally did it. We spent a lot of money. We stole a lot of players, but unfortunately, that's what you have to do sometimes. Let me know down in the comment section below if you want me to do the same thing with any other team, and I hope you enjoyed. Have a good one. See you next time.